And welcome back to Grace.Filled. I am so excited that you guys are joining me for another video. I am so excited because in this video, I am sharing some of my absolute favorite educational wooden materials. Okay, today is an unboxing of some Jack and Link wooden toys, and I'm telling you, they are absolutely amazing. And if you've been following me over on Instagram, then you've seen them all in use multiple times, but I know that not everyone does. So I thought that I would come and share some of the items that I have over here on YouTube. Jack and Link is a very beautiful company. It's run by a homeschool family, and they are phenomenal. They are located in PA, and I don't know how they make these and homeschool their two children. I don't know how they get it all done, but they get it all done, and I have just come to love one of the owners, Nancy, so much. She is so sweet. And so without further ado, I get to introduce you to this amazing company. So this is one of the boards that they make, and I just want to show you. Look at this. Look at the way that it's made. The quality is absolutely phenomenal. Like, you guys know I have to really be careful because I've got 4 boys and they are just kind of rough and rowdy. But I mean, they're not breaking this board. This board is not going anywhere. And one of the regrets that I have, and this is going on my 11th year homeschooling, is not buying more of these type things in the beginning. This skip counting board right here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's perfect for skip counting. It's perfect for if you want to say, 3, 6, 9. If you want to do multiplication, if you want to do adding. Believe it or not, we use this board every single day. My daughter takes a look at this board, and when she wants to make sure she has written the number correctly, 39, she wants to make sure she has the 3 and the 9. She actually looks at this board to do that and be sure. These are called their Cupcake Marbles, but they actually have these as well, and my papa loves these. Like, they are so darling, and they're so easy to just display. And it's actually a really good open invitation as far as you literally, and I've done it to test to let you know, you can literally leave this tray out just like this, and you can put this right on top, and I kid you not, without even saying anything, the kids will go themselves and play with it. So it's such a fun little thing. They have a ton of other little manipulatives. So these are actually some little wooden balls that I just have in this glass jar. And so the same thing, you can do your adding. And so what I like about this, if you use one color, so 1 + 2 equals 3. But it's easy to differentiate when you're using a different color ball. And so I just love that they have so many options to choose from, and the kids get a joy playing with these every single time. Okay, so also in this jar, I have some of these little tiny flower pots. Aren't they absolutely adorable? They are so precious, and I'm telling you, these little things can be anything. And that's the best part of when you're buying these wooden open play loose part items, is that the children can use their imagination to make things be whatever they want them to be. So take this little tiny pot, so cute, and you can add this inside, and this is perfect for counters as well. You can add inside the little cupcake one, and now you kind of look like you have a cupcake or a little ice cream scoop. But the way that I like to do that, and actually the reason why I purchased these, is because we are doing a year of tales, and I'll be back probably next week to share more about that. But it's a Peter Rabbit themed homeschool curriculum, and so it's all about the garden. And so I have this little pack, and what I've done also with the sensory tables is you can scoop the rice and the beans and the other things like that into this, and it's just loads of fun. So here's something else that I wanted to share with you guys. Speaking of loose parts and open invitations and things like that, this is a tree board, and it is so amazing. I cannot begin to tell you how many things we've done with this board. It is so fun. And so when you think about nature, how much nature happens that's not around or near a tree. And so this board is such a great board. And so you could take the colored rice, you could take the balls that I just shared with you. You could take the felt or wool balls. You can take Play-Doh. You can take leaves and sticks and beans. The options are endless to create this bottom and to create this little base here. I've seen people use sticks, again, rice, Play-Doh, just leave it open, leave little paths, make ant barrel, I was gonna say ant barrows. The little ant paths and little bee paths, and you can add apples to the top of the tree. You can add flowers. One of my favorite things to do is to take spelling words, sight words, whatever we're learning about a nature study, like when we did the ant unit, the caterpillar units, or anything like that, is take the little pieces and hide them in the tree, and then you can put other things on top like your rice or your beans and little fun manipulatives, whatever extras. And so it's kind of like an activity in an activity. And so once the children go ahead and play with what's on the surface, and this is a good life lesson, there's always so much more to a person, to life, to things than what meets the eye. We have to go deeper. Sometimes we have to go a little bit deeper below the surface to really see and get all that's there. Because if you just stay surface, you'll miss some things. And so once they're done playing with what's on the surface, they actually can take the little brush, and I don't have that yet, but I did order it. It's on the way. In fact, I have another order on the way already because I've had these boards and things for almost a month, and I really wanted to make sure that I loved them, that before I said or gave a review to you guys, before I introduced you, my family, to this new company and to my friends, Nancy and her family, I wanted to make sure that I loved it first. You know, a lot of people ask me things and to review things, and I cannot in good conscience share anything that I don't love and use for my own 4 or 5 children in my own home. If I'm not willing to buy it, if I don't want to use it, if I don't like it, I can't share that with you. And that's why you guys love me and you love the things that I share with you, and you trust my voice because you realize over the past 6 years of being here on YouTube with you guys, I only share truly what's in my heart. So once you take the little brush and you brush off all the rice and all the things, they then have the letters and the numbers. So this is the tree board. I got the tree, but they also have, oh my goodness, I don't even want to start saying. They have a cloud board. I think they have an acorn board. The boards that they have are absolutely endless. They have heart board, they have a brain, they have the human anatomy, they have the butterfly, they have a honey pot. So if you're doing the Pew unit study, the honey pot is perfect. If you're doing weather, the cloud one is perfect. We're going to be doing the human body. So hint, hint, you may be seeing some anatomy parts coming up soon. But that's the second board. The third board I want to share with you guys is this board. And the thing that I like about most of these items that I am sharing with you guys is that it is so versatile. And so once you buy the items for one thing, you can really use them for multiple things. So here, 1, 2, 3, 3 plus 2, 1, 2 equals, what's 3 plus 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so to go along with this, They only have their numbers and letters as a special release a couple times a year because they are so intensive and they take so much time, and they do all this by hand, again, while homeschooling. And so one of the things that I bought in this go round was these until they do the order for the number and the math little squares that I love. Oh my goodness, I love those so much. And you guys know when I love something, it's a wrap. So it was kind of hard to kind of do it and just have it upside down. But so here you can use a dry erase marker, and now you can do 3 + 2 = what? And then the child can write what it equals here. It could be, you know, add, subtract. There's so many different things you can do here. One thing that I did one time as well is I went ahead and took the little cards that I made, and it was like 5 different ants. And so I just covered this, and now they can just fill in how many for each thing. And that gives you an extension to this board, so you don't just have to use it the one way. You have multiple ways that you can use it. These are so amazing, and you get a good variety in the pack. But for those of you guys who do the life cycle of animals, and you guys know I do the life cycle of not everything but most of the things in nature, you can take these right here and you can make arrows to make your own DIY life cycle circle. You can take these and you can write on them, you can hide them, you can hide these under the bed. There's just so many options. The possibilities are endless because, again, they're just dry erase. And so you write on them and then you just erase it. It's ready for your next activity. So these are so cool, and you really could even do these with skip counting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You could have them all laid out, and then you could have the children put them in order. And that's a really cool activity as well. I want to share with you guys one more thing. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for holding. I really appreciate that. And this last item that I wanted to share with you guys is this money counting board. I did not bring my money in here when I was making this video, but this is really amazing. I got this because you know, to help my daughter and to just help any of the kids with their coins. And so the quarters fit here. So this goes the front and back, and you can do the front and back of every coin, and you can have them up here. And so then, for example, you could fill this up with coins and have them separate the coins. You could have something like this and say 25 cents. Or where does 25 cents go? It goes here. So like if it was like a store type thing, and so you could have like little items, or you could have a little card, or maybe even something like this that says X is 10 cents, Y is 5 cents, and Z is 25 cents. And so again, that's just a really fun way to do math. And there's so many games that you could play with this where the kids could kind of be the cashiers and stuff. But again, the idea is just hands-on ways of learning and playing so that you can bring a little bit of that extra and a little bit of extra excitement into your day, because who doesn't like extra hands-on excitement and fun? And the reality is not all kids will like learning, and not all kids learn the same way. Some kids will need to have that hands-on for them truly to grasp it, because what you're saying could be just a foreign concept. And so I find that if you're having a child who just doesn't seem to be getting it, or a child who seems to maybe have some different types of delays or challenges, getting boards and manipulatives and things like this truly help them all just really to grasp the concepts. They don't seem so foreign to them, and by them being able to see, because sometimes when you're doing those worksheets, seeing that 25 cents on the worksheet, you don't fully understand it, and sometimes it's not so easy to gauge the size and stuff. But when you can see all of it together, you know exactly what each thing looks like, not just what it looks like, but what the front and back looks like. So I know that I only had 4 4 boards in this video and a couple of manipulative tips to share, but I hope this video just inspired you to really change the way you think about educational materials and resources, and that it's not always a workbook, but that sometimes it can be hands-on. And I mean, they have boards, they have multiplication boards, they have division boards, they have fraction puzzles, and they have so many amazing goodies. So I will link a link in the comments and in the description box so that you can just check them out for yourself and really see what they have to offer, because I tell you, I have been fully impressed and I have loved having this in my homeschool. If you are on Instagram, I am over there at Grace.Filled Homeschool. I'll link it here, and I have a whole highlight so that you can see how I go ahead and use all of these items on a day-to-day basis. And we actually do use them all pretty much on a daily basis. There's maybe only one that we don't use every single day, but having multiple children, having 4 children, these boards pretty much get used every day. And so I cannot wait to come back and share with you the new boards that are on the way, because they're totally gonna be going with our new units. And this is the way that I store them for now. It will change when I move over to my flower shed, but I just have them all in this really beautiful basket, and it works great. So if you have any questions, please leave them below. I would absolutely love to answer them for you. And for those of you who are new to my channel, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I appreciate you. Please subscribe so that you don't miss more videos like this. And be sure to check out the playlist, because I have a plethora of videos and I know there will be something for everyone. So I just wanted again to introduce you to this amazing company and share an unboxing and how we've been kind of using this in our home, and give you some ideas and tips and tricks that I know will bless you the way it's blessed me in my homeschool. So that's gonna be it. And until the next video, blessings.